Well, it's certainly all happening right here at MediaTech Africa 2026, still on the ground with TVU networks connecting you to the brands that you know what they're all about, but do you know them really? The conversation we're about to have right now was certainly going to have you appreciating television a little bit more better. And who better to explain Riedel Communications than Eddie, who today happens to be his birthday. First of all, happy birthday, Eddie.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm very fine. It is really exciting to be here at the MediaTek Expo at Kyalami racetrack. Never been here. I'm absolutely excited.
What is the one thing when you got to South Africa that you got to experience and you're just like, wow, I didn't expect that?
All the smiling people, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Friendly people.
Everybody is nice here.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter where you go, always smiling people.
I love that. Let's get into this then. Riedel Communications. We've seen it. I don't think many people understand really what it's all about.
So, Riedel Communications, we have a variety of services that we deliver, a variety of products, what we sell into a lot of markets. Most of the people know us from communication systems, video routers, events like Formula One. And so basically, we do a lot of things. And a lot of people don't know actually that we also have replay solutions.
Replay solutions? Is that the one thing that we're really showcasing at this expo this year?
At this expo, I think the biggest interest was in our Riedel brand, Simply Live, which is our replay solution, because it exactly matches what Africa needs.
Yes.
A more cost-effective replay solution, which still provides a huge, high standard in video quality and also in reliability.
You talk about replay, and I'm seeing already in the backdrop, as a lover of football myself, this should be RB Live Sim. I think that's them. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, it's them in the background. But
yes.
With it, is it necessarily just used for sport, or can you also use it for any type of live event?
You can use it for any type of live event. So, of course, the main focus is sports. So, in sports, we use always, in the modern sports, some sort of a replay application. But for instance, in church, in house of worship, when you want to catch a moment while the preacher is going on, and you want to catch an audience shot where somebody has an emotional moment, it can also be very, very interesting. Or when you go to elections, you have different cameras and you just want to log the clips and bring the clips into a packet that the highlights run down. This is also the best choice what you can get.
So this just got me thinking about a live concert, right? You know, normally they have the big screens on the side.
Exactly, yes.
The artist is on stage singing a song,
yes.
But then it normally cuts to a moment in the crowd that happened prior.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. And with this specific device, what makes it different from your competitors?
So this device, it is the reliability and also that it really matches to the industry standard.
Yeah.
So when it comes to how it operates, it is not a derivative which is in some way very different to what people are normally used to, that are professional operators. It is very similar to that. And that we have a touch screen and a controller is actually a big thing, a big advantage. So if I want to go back in time on the touch screen, I can just go back in time here, hit the 50%, and I can play the slow motion from here.
So the 50%, 80% tells you the speed at which it will play back.
This is now the speed. This is speed preset. I can also on the bar adjust the speed manually to 95% now, going down to 21%. This is all configurable. This is all freely configurable in the preferences pages.
Does it only do replays?
This does only replay, this solution.
Okay.
But if you go into another setup, it's also possible that you have a replay operator and a vision mixer with exactly the same layout as this one. We have VAR solutions. So
yes, a lot of sports are now using VAR, just putting at different things.
Exactly, yes. So you can zoom in the VAR, and you have a lot of different features. And in the layouts, we have also layouts for rugby. We have layouts for football, for reviewing your players. So when they are training, that the coach can actually go back in time and see what did he do wrong, what could he do better. So we have different layouts for that with different functionalities.
I think now in the world that we live in, obviously with technology so advanced, anything touchscreen, we are buying into it because we're just like, that looks very familiar.
Exactly.
But now we have this thing that looks like a PlayStation situation. It looks
Yes.
like a little car. Take me through what this does and what this button is
So
for.
actually, this is the industry standard of what a replay operator actually uses. So when I now go back in time here,
Yeah.
this operation here, and then I start from here and and slide my speed, select the cameras, select the shots. This is actually the industry standard how replay operators operate.
So we're moving from this to this now.
So a
Basically.
real operator normally wants to use a controller because he wants to be focused on the screen.
Okay.
So he stays with his eyes on the screen and operates this blindly.
Yes.
An enthusiast for sport or for an event who is not familiar with this, he would need like 1 day to get into a controller. Therefore, it only takes me 1 hour of training to get him to use a touch screen, which does almost exactly the same as the controller, and show him a couple of things. Oh, you need to go to this shot, go here, play 80%, and there you go. So for a sports enthusiast,
Yeah.
he can actually be a replay operator. This can be very cost efficient, but
Yeah.
also when it comes to very special sports, which we don't see every day, like badminton
Yes.
or volleyball, where maybe it's hard to find a replay operator for this production, and maybe rather have a production team member who really knows the sports, because I want somebody who really knows the sports to do the replays, who understands it, because the director cannot tell him what to
You
do
have to
all
be
the
on
time.
it.
You have to be on it, you have to be with it, you have to be in the sports. So this is really then the emotion what you have with it, and that you can then just use something which is way quicker to learn is magic.
And just finally, before we wrap up the conversation, Eddie, let's just talk about the importance or the reception from the people who are outside MediaTek Africa with this equipment and this device that has been launched.
Yeah, so a very good example where we use it is at the EFL in the UK.
Yeah.
The second and the third league in the EFL, they have multiple booths in their office building, where even students start on the lowest league as a one-person operator, where they do the whole broadcast in one booth as one person. And then the higher ranking games, they are then in a separate way. So IMG in the UK does a really great showcase. And this is also what we always see on the screen here in the back on the reel. And this is really exciting, a very exciting application.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
Also,
so
happy
much.
birthday. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your birthday. But
Absolutely.
I think one thing that this device is really showing us, and I think the wide range of variety that we're finding right here at MediaTek Africa, is that, yes, we may be living in different parts of the world, but through sports and through technology, we certainly all can be connected.